Oh, there's my face. Hello. Winzeka in here. Oh, good gracious. Hello. I am so sorry about that. My OBS crashed on me twice. That was a little ridiculous. I had no sound and then I had no face, but it is all working now. Thank heavens. So, if you don't know, my name is Sarah. I'm happy to have you here, even with all of my crazy going live notifications. Hello, Mr. Dave Beard. Thank you so much for that resub. Happy 3-month streak anniversary. I love having you here. It's great to have you. Oh, I'm gonna need some white icing too. Okay, I'm gonna go grab that really quick here. So you can hang out with this is Rubble, I think his name is. My fridge didn't close. Okay, hello, welcome. My name is Sarah. If you don't know, I am a professional cookie decorator, and I love getting to hang out with you while I'm working on stuff. So this week, yesterday, you saw me putting the base layer on these Paw Patrol cookies. I finished them up last night and this very early morning, and now I'm just doing the detailing. So, and Chocolate's Triceratops, nice new emote, thanks to Mr. Dave Beard. That's pretty cool. So I'm just going in and adding some black outline around their eyeballs. I could do this with a marker. I'm gonna do it with both and see which one I like better. I have the black to do it, so we'll see. I'm pretty happy. I did some wet on wet and it didn't actually bleed at all, so I'm so excited about that. That was a bit of an experiment for me. My icing's a little cold, so it's not being very obedient, but this is starting to work here as it's warming up. I have a little mouth here. I think I'm gonna ice them. This part anyway, I think it looks nicer. So this one goes up like this. And then he also has, this dog has some little teeth. But I'm actually not going to, I'm just going to add the little freckles. I'm not going to do the teeth, I don't think. Right yet, because the black is still wet. So I do want to do this line. I have some extras, so we'll see. I have some details. I can't decide if I want to do those in yellow or not. You know what? I think it would look better in yellow. I'm just going to go grab all of my icing so I don't have to make more trips. So I am going to be right back. Okay, you have to excuse my disorganization. Now I'm 100% ready to go. I stayed up far too early this morning. And apparently my brain's not working. In all sorts of ways. I've just been making, like, silly mistakes all day. So, what do you do, hey? You sleep. You sleep is what you do. So I was gonna do this in black, but I think it'll look better if I just go over it in yellow. This guy's got a little helmet piece here. And it goes up this way. And up this way. And here. And here. There you go. And I'm going to add the teeth. The mouth is a little off the side that I wanted to. What I'm going to do is I'm just not going to like let them touch. His little teeth will just be there. Okay, so that's that one. I already have these in containers. So I'm probably, when they're done, I'm just going to stick them right back in the container. Because I don't stack my cookies in containers, especially when they're drying overnight. Now that they've dried overnight, they don't need... Oh, I didn't give them eyebrows. There's actually quite a few details left. These ones are, like, quite detailed. Don't have a ton of space above the face, but it doesn't look like he has some in the actual art either, so it's okay. There you go. That's our finished one. I'll leave him right there so we know what we're doing. I think he looks pretty cute without the detailing, actually. I have to be careful here not to, there we go. Make him look angry. That would be sad. My icing's a little on the cold side still, so it's not moving super quick. It's not quite awake yet. Well, now that I know what I'm doing, this is going much faster, which is good. Oh, that's cuter. I got his mouth up better. The thing with black is if you make a mistake, it's kind of hard to fix. It's easier, it's better to just keep it maybe looking a little too long, because if you let it look smudged, then it just looks messy. That's cute. I'm actually just going to do this on all of them. I think this will be more efficient in the way my brain works. I'm also just going to outline the nose a bit. I did these backwards. I realized yesterday the order I did stuff in was backwards. So I did all the like eyes and details and stuff. And then I did the outside. I should have done the outside. And then added the eyes. But that's okay. Now I know for next time. So I'm sure there will be a next time. Because Paw Patrol is quite popular. So I ended up undercharging for this one a little bit, but now I know, and I haven't done it before, so I'm calling it a portfolio expansion project. Because then I can advertise these ones. I also am excited because I've made extra of them. So that, so I can freeze some, which is really exciting. And have them for later. I'm pretty excited. What did I do last time? I did this here. And then we have this going up here. Does it go the other way? It's kind of like a straight line here. This one goes this way. And then it goes there. Oh, these are so cute. Honestly, I'm so excited about these. The ones that I always put the most work in, and I'm like, I'm so tired, these are exhausting, they're so worth it, because they just turn out so great. And I love it. Now I'm getting really nitpicky here. I'm just cleaning up the, oh, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I should just leave well enough alone. I was thinking I could clean up these little, the bottom of the paw is fine, but I feel like the tops of these need a little bit of love. They'll just look cleaner and nicer and more refined. Yeah, that looks better. Oh my goodness, these are so cute. The little dino boy. Hello. Hello again. It's good to see you. How are you? Oh, I didn't change my question of the day like a silly person. My question of the day will be, which one is your favorite Paw Patrol character? How are you doing? That's kind of cool that you popped back in. You can kind of see the finished product. I was up at all hours finishing these ones up, so now you can kind of see what they look like done, which is always fun. I think the detailing is the best part to watch because they just really come to life. Oh, eyebrows is what I'm missing. I'm like, why doesn't this look right? This one doesn't have a ton of space. I watched so many movies last night while finishing these. I actually started watching something, it's called The Great Canadian Cooking Show. And it was actually pretty fun. I was baking while watching a baking show. Okay, these guys are done. They're ready to rock. Oh, no, I didn't. I also got so much food dye all over myself yesterday. It was a little ridiculous. I'm glad I'm doing this today. I was gonna not do anything today and then finish up like the eyes and stuff tomorrow. But it was not as complicated in my head as it actually is turning out. Marshall and the new pup named Rex. Is Rex... Okay, I have a picture of Paw Patrol up right now. Is Rex the Dash Hound? Or the little... I also see there's a... It looks like a little ranger dog. I don't know any of their personalities, but Rubble is kind of adorable, and I'm kind of digging him. I like this guy. He's pretty cute. Out of all the ones I've made. And he's a construction pup, I'm assuming, from the name. I've, again, never watched them. Not on the show yet. He joins the summer. Oh, what kind of a dog is it? Do you have a favorite breed of dog? Oh, these ones bled a little bit. That's a little sad, but that's okay. You can't really tell. Only if you're me and looking way too closely. Which I tend to do. Rex is a good dog name.
Yeah, it doesn't even have,
I'm so bad at naming animals. I really like playing games like Harvest Moon. And then it's like, name your chicken. And I'm like, I don't know. Naming is not my strong point when it comes to, Oh, you look sad.
by a wide margin.
There we go. When it comes to life skills, if there's one thing I'm bad at, I would probably pick naming things. So it's a good thing that there was another parent involved when it came to naming my child, because I don't think I'm not good at picking names. Is the moral of this story. Rex, because he works with dinosaurs. Oh, I can see why you like Rex, since you're the little dino boy. Do you love dinosaurs? Is there a story behind your name? Okay, this one did bleed a little bit. That's too bad. But that's okay, I can tidy it up here. It's not a hard fix. You love them? What's your favorite dinosaur? I went to, there's a place in my province. It's near a dam. And I don't know if they found it when they were doing the dam, like building it, or if it was afterwards. Your nickname is Dino Boy? Oh, I love it. I always wanted a nickname growing up, and I didn't have one, because Sarah isn't really a nicknamey. I just never earned one, I guess. Anyway, it's really cool because they have a dinosaur museum. There's also trails from not too far where I live that have some of like the best dinosaur footprints in Canada. I don't know if it's the world. It's really close. So we went, and you go for hikes, and the hiking trails are gorgeous. And as you're hiking, did I do all the, no I didn't. You can find like dinosaur footprints and stuff in the ground. Oh my goodness, you would love it. I'm sure you would love it. I actually went out for a photo shoot there, and there was this like piece of rock with some puddles in it. And so they took some pictures, and I'm looking at the pictures that they sent me afterwards, and they took a picture of me next to me, and there was like an actual dinosaur footprint in the mountain, like right there. I was like, I didn't even realize that that was a dinosaur footprint. That's crazy. Anyway, it's pretty fun. It is really cool. Oh, the T-Rex. That always makes me think of, have you watched, what's it called? Meet the Robinsons? Where there's the dinosaur, the T-Rex, and he's like, I've got a big head and little arms. You know, I didn't learn much. Maybe because I was homeschooled and I just like did my sister's curriculum, who was older than me. I don't remember learning much about dinosaurs. I had a cousin who was really into them though. He knew like absolutely everything about dinosaurs. I technically kind of own a dinosaur. I call him a dinosaur anyway. I have a tortoise. The movie for the dino. You like the boy? Yeah, he was pretty cute. I liked the movie for, I liked the old man. He was pretty fun. Okay. I think it's pretty cute, the whole, like, storyline with the spoilers, if you're listening. With it being his future family. Okay. I recently listened to a podcast about this. It was in New York. They had a bunch of orphans that they ended up sending all over the states. And then, like, apparently because of that, they called it, like, the orphan train. Was I gonna do something for you? Oh, I was gonna tidy up the eyes. That's what I was gonna do. That's when orphan movies and videos started getting, like, really popular. So, like, the musical Annie and stuff like that was part of that. Okay, now you need to not crater on me. I just want you to look a little neater. So hopefully that will help. It's just, you can kind of see it's kind of blended. And I just want it to be nice and clean. This is an ongoing issue I have. I've chatted with someone about it, but it hasn't seemed to fix my problem. I think my biggest problem is pre-making my icing. And then it sits, right? So I think it's that sitting period. Puts bubbles in my icing. I could take everything out and mix it. That's okay because that part's dry. Okay, one more container done. We are trucking through. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 containers. Those ones were a little detail intense. These ones, I think I just have to do the eyes and mouth on. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Whew, the smell. Whenever I open these containers, it's like vanilla slapping me in the face. It's like, okay. I do like vanilla though, so it's fine. You need eyes, eyebrows, and you need a big mouth. He's got a big one. So it goes from here, it comes down, and down. Do you have any little whisker things? He does. They look really funny without the eyelids, actually. You love this cookie? What's this one's name? Do you know this one's name? Yeah, I like this one too. This one turned out really cute. Chase. Oh, right. I think you told me that yesterday. So this one is Chase. The other one was Rubble. And then there is, hold on, Sky, Rocky, Marshall. And I think those are all the ones I made. I've learned all the ones I've made anyway. And Future Rex. Okay, there's that one, that one. I think the mouth is technically a little bigger, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of this. This set turned out really nice. Okay, now we're gonna, I think these eyes are my favorite. Did not name Zuma. Which one is Zuma? Is it the one with the hat, the husky one? I have a big picture of all the characters on my, I have a second monitor here that I'm using to look at their faces so I can figure it out. So have you seen like all of the Paw Patrols? And I think this one, I'll maybe touch this badge up. I think the hardest part of this set was doing, it is cool. I used my powers of deduction. Also the other two I'm looking at, there's like a dash hound with a bicycle helmet. And one guy with really pokey ears. I don't know what kind of dog that is. But he does not, that one does not look like a Zuba. One looks more like a ranger. That's what I would call him, if that was his name. Yeah, you have seen all of it?
I was just looking at the timer.
I haven't seen a single episode. But I have a 1-year-old, so I'm not in a rush. Because I feel like if I give it a year or two, I probably will be watching a lot of Paw Patrol, so I'll wait, and then I can experience it for the first time with her, and it'll be special. Oh, your eye goes the whole way around, hey? I think this is, now you do look sad. I'm gonna bring it down to there. Do the other ones need to come down? Maybe. Maybe they do. After putting so much time into these, there's a part of me that almost wants to think that it's a shame that they're gonna get eaten. But I think that's kind of nice. There's something beautiful in the temporary. This guy looks a little sad. He looks real sad. One wearing orange. Oh. Not the husky? Is Zuma the husky or the dash hound? I gotta fix this guy's eye. Just gonna make it a little thicker. Oh, it's definitely the eyebrow. I left my wedge elsewhere, so I'll just use my scribe and we'll... If I just bring this up a bit. He still looks mildly concerned. That's okay. Maybe it's a concerned Chase. Maybe I'll have to watch an episode just to learn all their names. So what's the story with the Danny character? Does he like... Is he just friends with all the dogs? Are the dogs all strays? Alright, well... That's the best that's gonna get. There's only so much fixing you can do before you make it worse. I'm just gonna fix this right here. Okay. Likes to do crazy stunts. Okay. Police dog German Shepherd. Fire dog Dalmatian. Yes. High flying cockapoo. Cocker spaniel poodle mix. That's an interesting pick. Water loving chocolate lab. Oh. Okay, I was thinking the wrong one for that one. Tracker, brown and white, Chihuahua, bilingual Spanish and oh, Tracker. Okay, I think that's that one. That one makes sense. Brown and white. Rocky. Yeah, I know Rocky. That one was special requested. Mixed breed, Rebel, English Bulldog, Everest. Oh, I thought Zuma was Everest. That was my confusion. Thank you for clearing that up. I googled it, like all the characters, but I didn't actually find like a character guide. It was just like, this is the person that voices that character. But I'm assuming, maybe they assume that I know all the characters already. Okay, a nice rounded eyebrow. To keep him from looking sad this time. So Dino Boy, do you have any weekend plans? Okay. That one's cool. Okay. There we go there. And this goes here. I'm probably just gonna like do some cookie prep. Gru! Hello! Almost there! Yes! Yeah, we're getting there. Not really, unless your parents make some. Make some... What are we making? I'm lost. I have forgotten. My brain is just like... Getting ready for Canada Day. Oh, fun! Do you have plans? Our Canada Day where I live is all virtual. Speaking of which, I had someone ask me to sing a couple lines about Canada, and they're gonna make a video of it, so I should really get on that. What are you up to today, Gru? Make some plans? I am gonna do the maple bacon cookies for Canada Day. Maybe I'll go out to a river or something. I feel like that's a good way to celebrate Canada. It's just like go outside and enjoy the outdoors. I should make some plans, yeah. Oh, make some plans. Gotcha. I'm caught up. I thought you were telling me to make some plans. I was like, yeah, actually, maybe I should. That's a good point. That's funny. Just finished work. Oh. Happy Friday. Okay, those are all those ones. This one looks okay. I did not go all the way around, and to me they look funny, so I'm gonna fix them, the eyes. Well, yeah, happy weekend. What game are you playing? Unless you are lurking, then totally ignore me. I mean, don't feel like you have to respond. Is what I'm trying to say. Yes, happy Friday. Tomorrow I'm going to go out to my local craft store, and I'm gonna buy my maple flavoring. Crusher Cane! Tell your husband to stop stealing your kills in Crucible. Is this, one dude? Cookies look lovely. Thank you. It's, good to see you. That's so funny. Mr. Dave Beard is currently playing, Crucible. So, you know, if it makes you feel any better, he steals my kills all the time. Granted, it's not that he's stealing my kills, I'm just not very good at Crucible. I mostly just steal zones. But if you have me, this is my really fancy containers. Diablo 3. Leveling some gems. Oh. Okay, here we go. Next one. Thank you for the follow, Crusher Game. Oh, these aren't the right ones. These are my fishing cookies. These are not Paw Patrol. Well, if you were here the other day when I was doing these rods, these are my happy birthdays. That's hilarious. I've never played Diablo 3. Is it a first-person shooter? What kind of a game is that? I think it's kind of an RPG, isn't it? I have not played Fortnite in a long time. I'm bad at it, so I get kicked out pretty quickly. So I don't last very long. Don't these guys look super creepy? Woo! Just need some eyebrows. Okay, this was the end of my icing bag. Look at, he needs to go see a dermatologist. Because it's so uneven. This poor cookie. This will be like my discount cookie. This one's gonna get Oh, sorry, we'll bring Sky out too. This one, I forgot. This is me when I got really tired. I forgot that I made the right brown. So you can see it's a little darker. I was using the wrong color. Isometric style. Oh. Okay, let's do the Dannies because they look funky dunky. I'm just doing outlines of the eyes, I think, and then eyebrows, correct? I probably want to use the brown, but I don't know how my tip is. Oh no, this is fine. I had a thicker tip on this earlier, so I didn't want the eyebrows to be like this big on his face. That's Ryder. This one? This one is Sky. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on it. You probably know better than I do. I'm just gonna find a photo of Danny to make sure that there he is. Ta-da! Okay, my whole Google on my phone right now is like Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol, Paw Patrol, and I'm like, oh, the boy. Okay, is he an oatmeal cookie? No, he's just he needs to see a dermatologist. It is Ryder. Oh dear. I was supposed to do Danny. Oh well. I sent a picture. I think I sent a picture saying, hey, I don't have the cutter for this one, but those aren't thick enough, I don't think. No, that's fine. Ah, well. I have all of the other characters, so it'll be fine. Yeah, she sent me a picture and I was like, I don't have a cutter for that one. I have a cutter for this guy. Is this okay? It's also a friend of mine who's ordering it, so I don't think she'll be too upset. The other ones will be good enough to distract, I think. Okay, so now I'm gonna do an outline on the mouth because it doesn't look very clean. And then his little eyelash thing goes just around here. I used absolutely all of my ivory on the skin. So I'm actually just gonna take a brown. I need my wedge. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab my wedge. I just decided that trying to do this without it is just foolish. It's just a foolish thing. Because this is such a wonderful tool to just move stuff. Ah! The chair I'm sitting in is slightly broken, so every now and then it just starts sinking on me, and I'm like, oh, where am I going? So he's got a little nose. I'm going to use a brown marker and just do that. And we'll do a little mark on his ear too. Okay. Well, I feel a little foolish that this is I just slipped the wrong fellow, but that's okay. Trying to make the illusion of it being round. I did do the noses underneath. You can kind of see the bump on this one. Not all of them came through, but that's okay.
Actually working on last week's and this week's
There.
Crucible Diaries, 'cause I didn't finish last
Where
week's.
did my container? Oh, here it is. These ones are not my favorite. They're not as fun as
Yeah, that's bad.
the dogs. That's okay. It's me in all of art. It's like, draw some people, and I'm like, no. I'm so bad at drawing people. Animals I just find so interesting, like the way their joints are, the way their feathers or scales or fur looks. Like, I just find them really interesting. People, I'm like, it's a person. I don't know how to make this look detailed. Humans. I know. People are hard too, like hands. Have you ever tried to draw hands? When you stare at hands long enough, they look really funny.
I don't want to, come to your defense.
Aw, I made him look sad. Look, he looks really tired.
It's not that. It's not that.
Ryder stayed up all night with me, decorating the puppies. Anyway, I really admire people who can do like sculpting or drawing or anything of people. I used to draw a lot of people when I was growing up, but I just like landscaping is something I'd like to get into. But I haven't yet learned how to do that with watercolors. His eyebrow looks wrong. Just doesn't match the other one. Oh, that's so much better. And then this needs to go get smoothed out a bit here. There we go. Ta-da! Okay. I'm gonna finish my riders. Looking funny depends a great deal on what you consume before staring at your hands. Oh, you think so, eh? Some things make your hands look a little more odd, hey?
Okay, that is pretty
Okay. I mean, my hands are currently covered in... Oh, there! I knew I had some more. Can I just say, embossed cookies are a pain in my rear end. This one, the embossing was too... I wanted it to just mark it, and I don't even think my dough was too thick. Look how that cooked really nice. It just made so many ridges, so it was hard to get a nice, even, clean look. I had a really hard time with it. Honestly, I would prefer just having the, like, triangle badge shape and then doing them myself. And just, like, stenciling it. I'm actually looking into getting, they're called pocket projectors. And it's this little tiny Bluetooth projector you can connect to your phone. It's about this big, so I could actually project like a font, or you know how I drew out all of these stencils, I could just project it straight onto the cookie. And I wouldn't have to draw them out. Honestly, it would save me so much time. And they're not too expensive. It's like $300, but some of them are really cheap if you get the really cheap kind. It would be nice. Yes, it really would. The leader of the pups and the one that takes care of them. Aww. Wow. Oh, and Danny's just someone who just stunts. Well, I'm glad we have the guy that's... This one's a little smaller than the other ones. It looks kind of silly. I'm glad we have the guy who's taking care of them. Doesn't everything look really funny without eyebrows? I feel like not having eyebrows when I'm drawing stuff always makes things look really funny. I just have a little crater here I'm just going to fill in. The only risk with cratering is it makes it, like the actual icing itself becomes more fragile, and there's a higher chance of breakage during transport or whatever. So, cool to project on a cookie. Oh, I would seriously love it. Especially for fonts, and like writing and stuff. You can just basically trace it, and I think it would look, it just would like clean up my work a lot, I think. Phones have them built in. Projectors. What? What kind of phone? That's so cool. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm sure it would just work with like the flashlight function or something, wouldn't it? Be able to get one for less than that. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of the ones, there's some cheaper like made in China models that I've kind of, Mr. David's been looking into it more than I have. He's far more tech savvy than I am, so he knows what stuff is good. But I do want to get an airbrush too eventually. For larger orders, I could be doing more of the background stuff and it would go much faster. I think out of all of my cookies, the riders look the funniest. Just gonna bring this down a little bit. Yeah, I haven't looked into it too much, but I think it would be marvelous. It might also be because I'm in Canada. It's always depressing when I find something and then it's like, oh, that's a decent price, and then I look at it and it's like, this is not in Canadian dollars, and then it like doubles the price and I'm like, no. Okay, off you go, dudes. Okay, so some of these turned out really nice. Some of them look really funny. Do you like my bucket of heads? That's such a weird thing to have. Okay. I'm gonna put all my nice ones in here. Can I fit another one in? Oh my goodness, can I fit them all in? We'll put this one on an angle, because if that one breaks, this looks so funny. Okay. Oh, we are nearing the end. Wow, this is going quick. I love it. I have 5 down, 3 to go, but one of them is very large. I was gonna freeze them, but I've decided that there's not much point to freezing these ones. I should find the rest of my skies. How often do people ask for cookie pops? Pops? Oh, like the puppies? I've never had anyone ask, if you're talking about a cookie on a stick, like a popsicle, I've never had that. But that is a marvelous idea. For like markets and stuff, I could do like cookies on like a stick. That's a good idea. I like might legitimately add that to my table. Because I could just have like a bucket with some of those, that sticky, foamy plant craft stuff. You know what I'm talking about, like styrofoam or something. And then I could just stick all the sticks in and... Gru, you've inspired me. That's a great idea. I'm so like, why didn't I think of that? Huh. But if you were referring to the pups, this is my first one. My business is pretty little still. I just started at the beginning of June. I mean, I've gotten quite busy, which I'm really tickled with. I've had to turn people away, which I'm just floored by. And there was a while there I was a little nervous. I was like, oh man, what would happen if people stopped making orders? But then I'm like, well, then I can just get to make whatever I want and sell them on a market. It'd be great. Anyway, I just got the cutters for these ones. So I wouldn't actually mind if people ordered them. Cookies that have been ordered. Or cookies that, if I have a cutter, it just goes faster, is what I'm trying to say. Oh. I had a buildup of icing on my tip there. I feel like I already listened to this song. Am I on repeat? Next. Okay. Starting to get better at these. This is good. Anyway, I made all of the mistakes with this set. So now I know for the next one. And I need to grab my pen. I need to get more of these too, actually. They're still working really well, but there's this little part of me that's like, I'm gonna be in the middle of a project and it's gonna like dry out on me. I'm gonna be like, what do I do? I could technically use my watercolors and it would work. However, trying to keep all of them together, but are you going to be what's next? No, I'm going to do Sky next. Okay, well, let's take you out and put this guy in the corner. Maxine! Hey, yo! Waiting in line at Costco gas. You'd start in to check out your cookies. They look good. Thanks. Are you working today? Thanks for popping in and saying hello. It's good to see you. How's your new job? I hope it's been going well. Yeah, I'm just putting the detailing on this guy. One second, I've got a frog. Aha! I fixed it. Okay. So let's grab the rest of Sky. It's just easier if I do all the same dogs at the same time. Because that makes it so I can just be on a roll and go with it. I think Sky's just done. It's exhausting. I can imagine, especially after not doing something as physical as construction. Oh, Maxine Z. I have to show you my construction pups. Look, this is just for you. Hello. Look, he's got a little hard hat. After not doing it for so long, I'm sure it would be quite the physical shock to get like back into it. This is a very dramatic song.
Yeah.
This is my mood. This is more this feel.
Play a hunter, but play a hunter.
You love them. Yeah. When I was making them the whole time, I was like, ugh. I was thinking of you the whole time. What a crater. Look at that. That's so sad.
I always forget.
Oh, we have little eyelashes on Sky. This will be adorable. Okay.
So I just die a lot.
So did you get like a half day?
It was not.
Or did you just start earlier? Okay, so this pup has eyebrows within the little...
Someone's working on that.
There we go. Inside the little circle. And then her eyelashes 7 to 3:30. That's kind of nice, actually. I loved when I had a job that I was off at like 2 o'clock. Because you could like still do all your shopping and appointments and stuff. But then you have the rest of the day still. It's not like you had like getting home. I also worked a job that the shift was to 5:30. So by the time I was done supper and stuff, it was like 7:30 by the time I was done everything, and then I was like, ugh, I have to go to bed in like a couple hours. Maybe if I was a person who woke up earlier, my days wouldn't have seemed so short. However, I'm the type of person who'd rather sleep, get up, work, and then be done for the day. I don't know if I'd enjoy my time off, like, before. Got overtime for the first 2 days. Sweet. I'm sure your pocketbook is enjoying that. And you're getting your hours for your apprenticeship, so that's even better. I'm going to do this. Haha. Oh, you need a mouth. I was like, done. Next to feel up. Yeah, I'll call you later. That sounds fun. Thanks for saying hi. Do you have little whiskers too? No, you don't. You're cute. Sky is cute. You're a cute puppy. Ugh. Okay, this one's not super accurate, but still cute. Let's stick you in with Chase. Look, I'm learning their names. These are pretty adorable. This part I'm finding is very fun for me. I'm enjoying it a lot. Although I'm a huge fan of cute things. I did some fishing cookies, and I like those too, but this one I'm just like, oh, you're so adorable. Okay, you need eyebrows. The coloring I did for this one, it's a little darker, I think. In my defense, my icing gets darker as it sits, so I thought I got the coloring right, and then it sat, and then it was like darker when I came back. I was like, oh no, so I have to keep that in mind next time. Why do you look odd? Maybe because the whites are too big of the eye. I think the white's in the wrong spot. It's only this one though. The other ones, they're in a better spot, so. That's why this one looks funky though, is the little white is like in the center. So I'll try and like blend that out a bit. But again, I can just have some extras. I could put some white on it, but I don't think I'm going to. Because it'll just bleed, because I'm not dehydrating these. There we go. I'm hoping that these don't, the little hairs on her head. This song is dramatic and sad. I'm being nitpicky today. Okay. This one's good to go. Doorbell went for the cookie pop question. You missed any answer. Oh, well, hello to your doorbell. I was asking, did you mean cookie, like, on a stick kind of pop? Or, like, these are, like, cookie pops? Because I've never done cookie pops. But I was thinking, or I was saying, that is a fantastic idea. And I think, the next time I have a market, that would be a wonderful thing. Speaking of which, I just realized that I might have a market tomorrow that I didn't commit to, but I don't know if she's expecting me to come. I'm just going to make a quick little note here to contact said person. Cookie on a stick. Yeah, I've never done that, but that's such a good idea, Gru. Because I could just set up like a basket with some styrofoam in it and stick them in. Did I mention cookie pops or something? Anyway, I think that's great. Because if you did just a really big one, I could do, it would be good too if I only had like 1 or 2 extras from a set. That wouldn't merit, like I wouldn't have like a group of, normally I do like a group of 6 or something if I was to sell them in a pack. But if I only had like 1 or 2, that would work really great for that. Oh, eyebrows. You've seen cookies on a stick and was figuring you had done it. I haven't, but that's a really good idea. It wouldn't be hard. Like, especially if your cookie's thick enough, honestly, you could just stick some icing. I don't know if I'd bake the stick. I think I'd put the stick on after. And just put some icing in it. But that's a fantastic idea. So thanks for that. Especially if you were wanting to sell, that's a great way to do single cookies. Because I have some, like, cellophane bags that I can do for like packs of 3. I'd probably sell them in a dozen, a pack of 6, like a dozen, a half dozen, and then a pack of 3. But I don't think I would do. Okay, I'm just saying the amount of these I have shows you how much butter I go through. Oh, I'm a heathen, and I use margarine like a heathen. Not actually, but. There are some people in the cooking world that are like, you do not replace them, which you technically shouldn't. However, I don't have a tip on this, and I was going to fix this. Cheers. Yes, thank you. Hold on. I'll just do this. That worked really well. I'm pleasantly surprised. Look at, you can't even see it. Magic! I'm having so much fun with these, you don't even know. Oh, I got little blue nuggets. Can I, okay, if you look at the floor, see what? Exactly! I'm so excited about that. Okay, Rocky, you need to scooch over in my line up here. The only thing I didn't like about this one, because I didn't have the cutters for it so you can see some cookie through, personally, I don't like that look. I don't like it when you can see cookie through on the icing. But that's my personal preference. Some people do that all the time. However, in this instance, I didn't do any extras of that character, and it was specially requested because I guess the little boy whose birthday is in question changed his favorite character from the firefighter dog to this dog, and so she asked if I could do that one up, so I made it work. Do the eyeliner needs to be thicker? I think it hurt the eyes of this dog is supposed to be more purple. But to be honest, I was being lazy and I didn't want to make another color. So I just used the pink. Like a lazy person. Next time I know though. I'm gonna do a quick outline. Some of my lighter colors, like the white, picks up the green marker, which is neither here nor there. You can still eat it and it's fine. It just doesn't look as clean as I would like. Man, I'm so glad I did this today. I was gonna do it tomorrow morning when I had like a bunch of other stuff I needed to do, and it would have been stressful. Okay. Let's just hammer these right out. There's only a couple left. I just have Sky, Rocky, and then Marshall, and then, oh. I also have my Paw Patrol symbols that we'll take a look at. The Paw Patrol symbols should be done. But, I don't know. The more I worked, I almost gave up on them, but I've learned that a lot of the times I give up too soon when things just look unfinished, and that's why they look odd. So I stuck it out, and I'm glad I did. This one is not beautiful. It's okay. Someone will still eat you. Again, this one will be one of my extras. This one will be a market cookie. I was gonna do that anyway because it was so dark and it wouldn't match the other ones. Okay, let's do this. And that. I'm so glad I normally don't end up streaming my detailing stuff, and I feel like it's some of the most fun to watch. So I'm glad that I was able to do that today. Hello, thank you. The amount of icing I pour on paper towel is a little silly. And away you go. Okay, my legs are sore from yesterday. I would like push away from the table and roll to the dehydrator, and then I'd roll back. My legs are actually sore from pushing myself back and forth for so many. I mean, I guess I decorated yesterday for probably 14 hours. So, oh, it's my workout right there. Just pushing myself back and forth. It's a funny thing to do. There we go, okay. Do you go back and eat it later? No, but it's really funny. This is kind of what it ends up looking like, but more full. Sometimes it looks pretty because it's colorful. Mr. Dave Beard, however, has done so many loads of dishes for me in the last week. And I'll walk into the kitchen and I'll have like bowls that I was using to mix icing in, and he's just kind of like scraping the stuff on the side, eating it. Like, you know, just taking a sample, I suppose, before you wash it. Payment for doing dishes. I don't know. Makes me laugh. The poor fellow can't eat gluten. So oh, I should decorate some of those if I have time at the end of this one. I have some gluten-free cookies that were left over from my batch on Monday that I was going to decorate with my extra icing, but I didn't want to use any icing that I would need. So, get a canvas cookie, do pointillism from the leftovers. Oh, that would be fun. That's a good idea. You're full of good ideas, Gru. You're just like inspiring me to no end today. Did I not do eyebrows on that one? No, I did. It would be cool to do like classic works of art. Oh, I could do like the Van Gogh-y one with the swirlies in the sky. You're full of something. Love and appreciation. I was part of a pointillism thing. I went to a museum and they had like a person monitoring it, and you got to take a paintbrush and put one dot on. So like each of the dots was like a person that had been to the museum. Sure, we'll go with that for now. That's so good. I would love that, to do like a classic work of art like week. That's when I'll be slow. If I'm ever slow, that's what I'll do. I should write these down. Because there'll probably be a time I'm like, I don't know what to make. Just make a mental note and be like, hey, I have to ask Gru. Gru will remind me. Okay, Sky's done. Oh, the people in the park. Yeah, that one would be a good one. That one would maybe be tough. It would be a challenge for sure. Okay, Rocky. There's only 4 of you. Because you are not one of my ones with extras. I don't actually know how many extra I did. I think I just went till I was out of dough. It's like, we're just gonna stop when the dough stops. The Mona Lisa would be great, but again, that would be painting a person, and I don't know if I'd be super skilled at that. I do want to try, though, if you are on Instagram, if you look up the hashtag portrait cookies, some people do these gorgeous, like their cookie business is putting people's faces on it. Go with abstract. I'll do Picasso. I could do Picasso. I took an art class. I was like in school, and you had to like make yourself a Picasso character, and it was probably one of my favorite projects. It was so fun. Oh, why am I yawning? I'm not tired. Go away. Bad yawning. Okay. How are you doing in Diablo, Gru? How is your Diabloing going? Oh, I almost gave this person, or this puppy, eyelashes. Do you have eyebrows? You do have eyebrows. I have to say, I do appreciate the art style of Paw Patrol. It is quite adorable. Is this all the way around? Yes, it is. Going okay, it's just a grind. Oh. I had 3 eyes in 5 years. It's good. It means you're a good listener, right? You just like remove my mouth. Maybe that would help me get in less trouble. Like yesterday when I accidentally was like, Jeff, don't hit your puppies. It's a horrible thing. Horrible. Okay. I need this right here. Grind, yes. I think the most grindy game I've ever played is, have you heard of Secret of Mana? It's an old Super NES game. Was it Super NES? Are you just doing level grinding? What was the last grindy game? I can't remember the last grindy game I played. But less than 3 weeks till the new Harvest Moon comes out, and I'm so stoked. I might take the stream revenue that I've made so far and put it towards a capture card, so then I can play Harvest Moon with you all. Granted, I'll probably just be doing more cookies because, let's be real, I don't know if I'll ever slow down on that because I just love it. Okay, that's all of those. Did I do the little nose mark on Sky? I didn't. I'll be right back. You haven't. It's kind of an older, more obscure one. Come to me. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna hold this. This is a horrible idea. You can see some of my Marshalls. And this is a horrible idea. Don't do that, Sarah. You're gonna screw them all up. Do, 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 do. Sky's coming back. Oh, okay, here we go. Leveling gems to augment gear. Best to get gems over 100 and you can go 3-5 levels at a time. Oh, how do you level up gems? Is it just like a based on experience or kills kind of thing? I haven't played it, so sorry. You'll have to explain all of the things to me. Pokemon actually is probably one of the most, that's why I love the stories and I loved the like art and everything about Pokemon except the level grinding. I had such a hard time getting myself to do level grinding in Pokemon. Takes some time, yeah, for sure. Do I have another couple skies in here? Yeah, so I did the little nose mark on the one, but I didn't do it on any of the other ones. Haha, done. Okay, I'm all caught up. You talking about gems really makes me want to play, what's that game called? Skyrim. I keep saying I'm gonna play it and then I don't. Oh, my turnip prices right now are amazing on Animal Crossing. If you play Animal Crossing, you need to come to my island if you have turnips. They're like $4.75 per turnip right now. So I made like over 700,000 bells today. It was remarkable. I'm almost paying off my third room expansion. Yeah, I was like, yes. I use Turnip Profit. It's a website that predicts your turnip prices. For the week, you just put in what they're selling for, and it has an algorithm and stuff. Use it. I've made so much money from that app. Well, bells. I never did the turnips market before. Let's put these in here. Small spike and large spikes. Yeah! Yeah, so it tracks them for you. And I love it. It's amazing. Because let's be real, I'm not very well knowledgeable in how the stock market works. Maybe I should. Maybe I should do more investing, but... Okay, here we go. I'm in... Oh, why are you stuck? No. I'm clogged. Send help. It's okay, I fixed it. I find if I don't sleep, I get like frogs in my throat. It's like, go away. I thought I'd spare you having to listen to me clear my throat. You don't play, I hear about it. Saw your post and informed a person. They didn't do any this week. Whew! Yeah, I'm not so brave as, like, I don't think I'd ever, like, post on Twitter and say, hey, my turnip prices are really good. But if it's, like, people in my Discord or a Discord or, like, friends of friends, I don't mind doing that, for sure. I'm actually part of a clan. Well, I was trying to get into a clan, but then I never actually, like, did the... This isn't Destiny. I never did the vetting process. Oh, that's fine. If you sent me someone, I would be like, yeah, I don't care. I was not upset at all. I was just saying that I didn't post it on Twitter. But some people are really intense about that. I trust you, Gru. Do I know Paul? Is it Pape Designs? No. I do not. But I'm always looking for more streamers. Are they a streamer? I'm nearing the end and it's so exciting. I'm almost done. It's so exciting. Man, my cookies for next week are going to be so easy. It's going to be marvelous. I had 2 really challenging sets this week. I still haven't posted my Bitmoji cookies on Discord. Okay. Just give me a minute. Sorry, my throat was being very... What's the right word? I was going to say presumptuous. That's not the right word. Not provocative. Problematic is the word I'm looking for. Wow. That took a while to get from my brain to my face. Ring boxes and sculpts. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. What cookies am I doing next week? I have a Venom set, which I'm pretty excited for. Oh, thank you for the link. Yeah, I'll go check that out. You rock. So yeah, I'll be doing some Venom birthday. Okay, here, go away. Next week. I'm also going to be doing some Canada Day cookies. I'm going to do my maple bacon cookies. I have a stencil. I'm going to try doing some stenciling next week for the first time ever. I don't even... You get a stencil holder. It's like a square magnet box, and then you have this like flimsy... Oh, I can just show you actually. It's right beneath me here. You get this flimsy piece of design. These are legit stencils. So you would attach... so this is like a wood grain. I have a plaid one. You'd attach this into the square frame, wherever you want it to be. You can get small circles so you can like determine where it is. And then you would, this is wet. You would place it on top of the cookie. I would put icing here, and then I'd take something like probably a pastry, a bench scraper, scrape it, and then when you lift, which is why it's nice to have the holder, because they're kind of flimsy, you get that perfect design, right? So the one I'm going to use is the one I didn't grab. So I'm going to use this plaid stencil. So I'm going to do some red maple leaves, with some plaid on them. I'll do some white ones. I'll throw a little A in the corner. I'll do some O Canada cookies. I might do some red plaid on white with O Canada over top of it. I want to do some mousse, because it's me. So next week I'm doing lots of black and red, which is also I need to go to the craft store because that takes a lot of dye and I'm almost out of those colors. So eyebrows is what I'm missing. I also have some inappropriate adult cookies, which I probably won't stream because I don't know if I'm allowed. So it's a very special request from my good friend who is my tortoise sitter. She absolutely loves my tortoise. I think she takes better care of my tortoise than I do when she watches my tortoise. Wet or dry? I actually use a gel. I would love to try some pigments. I've seen lots of advertising. I know a lot of people on Instagram that use, I think they're called sugar-based art. They're kind of like their own thing. They have a powdered pigment, but I use the Wilton gels. I really want to try glycerin. Yeah, they're glycerin. Wow, you know your stuff. I barely knew that, so this is what it looks like. So it's the liquids. I find it's really hard to get a good pigment. Your mom decorates cakes. Oh, okay. Oh, I just kicked the thing. Sorry. Does she like do it for fun or like professionally? That's really cool. You should get her to stream. I mean, don't. She doesn't want to. So Marshall, here we are, Marshall. These bled. Ugh. I can save them. It's okay. Do it more for fun. Doesn't do it anymore. Oh, that's too bad. That's cool that you know your stuff. It's like Mr. Dave Beard's mom quilts and owns a fabric store, and he knows like, oh, polyester, blah blah blah, thread count, and I'm like, sure. He knows way more about fabric than I do. That's too bad she doesn't do it anymore. Although I don't know, I have hobbies like I used to do a lot of felting, and I just don't anymore. Okay, hair, go away. Some things come and go. That's why I gave myself, because I really fell in love with cookie decorating, I gave myself a good year before I did it as a business, because I wanted to make sure I liked it. Cat, hello! Yes, I have so many puppies. This is actually my last puppy. How are you doing? How's your writing going? You like to watch cake streams, YouTube. Oh, yes. Seriously. I love watching. It's just so artistic. Yeah, this one's name is Marshall. Chives. So cute. Did I show you the... You want to see it? Here. I'll give you a peek at the other ones, too. Zoe's Fancy Cakes is a favorite. Oh, okay. This is Rubble. Going okay. Slow. Probably have to go back to it soon. He wants to say hi. Well, thank you for popping in and saying hello. It's always great to see you, Kat. This is Rocky. Paw Patrol. You know now. Yeah. I didn't know much. And then we have... I have the little dude faces, but those aren't as fun. So we'll skip those. Oh, these are my fishing ones again. Here. These are the fishing ones that I forgot were out. I was gonna freeze them yesterday and then I didn't. Which now I'm just not going to, because these don't, go stale quickly. Okay, I'll show you this one and then I'll get back to work here. Because this guy's cute. Hello! Anyway, yes. This is my last 7 cookies. It's very exciting. Happy Friday, by the way. I know you love your Fridays. I'm glad to have you here on your Friday. Yeah, I'll have to check out that cake decorator crew. Cakes I have not super... I've done a couple. I've done like a quilt cake for my mother-in-law. I don't like fondant. You know, I think I'd really like gum paste sculpting. Oh, thanks. I'll just have all the links. Which is great that you do that. And I actually really appreciate that. Because I am forgetful. I'm like, I'm going to do these things. And then I turn the stream off and then I go back to doing real life and making supper. And I totally forget. And it's never that I don't want to. I just... Look at this one's eye. He's such a droopy puppy. He's a sad, droopy puppy. I'm gonna do all my pen work now. Oh, do you have freckles? You do. He's sad. Yeah. I live next to a fire hall, and I actually enjoy it quite a bit. Especially with a small person, because whenever there's a siren, I like run to the window and I'm like, look at the fire truck! And she's like, okay, I don't really care because I'm only one, but I'm like, it's so cool. So, yes, no, I don't know if I want to share this story with you, but I've started, so now I need to finish. I was outside with my small person, and there was a fire truck, so I ran to the fence and we were watching it leave, and I put her up on my shoulders up here. And I'm walking back, and I didn't realize the clothesline was there. And all of a sudden she's just like, ah! And I look up and he like smacked her face in the clothesline. It's like, I'm so sorry. She didn't even cry. She didn't even care. She was just like, what is this in my face? I was like, ah! I'm so sorry. Yeah, that was my, my mom fail of that day. This looks kind of... Oh, you don't have eyebrows. Okay. I don't know if it would be better to just do marker on all of these. This guy looks like he's got some really bad eyeliner. At least she didn't fall. At least I was walking. If I was running or something. Yeah, I was like, I'm glad I was just walking. That is a good thing. Oh, man. The pen might look better. You know what, the next one I'm going to try and do it with the pen. Because I can always go over pen with icing. And then I'll know how it looks, because it might look nicer. Because this guy looks a little... Oh, you don't have any white in your eye. Maybe that's why you look funky dunky.
Teammate grabs it. For some reason, I thought you grabbed it. See, switching is loaded out. Oh,
Okay, that's better.
I don't know what this guy's doing.
That's much better. I don't know why I, like, didn't do that on the other one. It's okay. Of all the ones to mess up on, this is one, because he's got, like, a scar here. I, bumped him and messed up the icing on it.
And it drops orbs when you kill things.
Okay, you got a weird mouth. You got, like, it goes like this, and then like this. I don't know if I've ever watched the entire 101 Dalmatians. He looks weird. This guy looks odd. This one was tough. It was, I don't know if I have I don't have any red left. Oh, but you know what I can do? I have some bleeding here. You can kind of see it there. I'll just go in with a marker here. I'll just tidy it up a bit. And it's only this one. Okay, so this is just my, like, mess up cookie. This was my practice cookie. Let's try this with pen. You don't think 101 Dalmatians has much plot, to be honest. Well, that's good to know. I like the Cruella de Vil song. I was gonna say in the Siamese Cat song, but that's Lady and the Tramp. I think that looks better because it's not so thick. We're gonna do this instead, I think. I think the pen is better. I think the pen is much better. Although, you know, it's white enough that I think I could use it to, like, because his eyes are two different sizes. Someone give you a sub. Yes! Tina Hendricks yesterday just, like, gave all the subs. She just was like, here's 20 gift subs. And I was like, oh my word. Yeah, thanks, Tina. Seriously, it was very generous of her. Super kind. I was like, I don't know how to do this or say thanks. This has never happened to me before. Awesome. It was very awesome, yeah. Gru, were you one of the recipients? I think you were. All of the gift subs. Hey, are there more than one emote now? I have my other ones submitted, so I'll double check that. So I'm just stoked to have more than just the one emote. I was like, this is so exciting. I am not doing well with these marshals. Can I just say that? You were, yeah. I was pretty sure you were. Which is super great, because you hang out with me, like, all the time. Okay. Okay, so I just realized that the dots, So I was foolish, and I did the dots first. I should have definitely done... The other two are locked. Okay, I'll look into that. We will see. Maybe it'll just take a little while for it to process or something. Or maybe I just have to go in and click like, okay. Anyway, I did the black first. You can see it's kind of like messy. I just like a nice clean cookie, so I'm gonna go over top of it. Thankfully my icing is warm now. But yeah, the pen is definitely an improvement, so that's good. I just have to make the eyes even, because this one is... Maybe he's looking at you a little sideways. They're tier 2 and tier 3s. Okay, yeah, I was close though. I only needed a couple more subs to unlock my next emote, so I'll check it out and oh, I see what you're saying. So maybe they're my tier 1 and tier 2 and I just need to submit my other ones for the next unlock. That would make sense. I'll do that once I'm done here. If I can even remember where it is. Twitch changed everything since I've done all this, so I'm like, I think I remember how to do this. Okay, sad puppy, how do we make you look better? We'll be up soon. They got rid of the emote review process. Really? That's cool. Yeah, I'll go stick those, I have a couple that I've pre-made. So I'll go stick some of those. Oh man, do I have them here? I was gonna say you could help me pick which ones to put up. I have a couple of them. I have this guy. This little moose is one of them. And I can't remember what the other ones are. It was a while since I've made them. It's been a while. So I'm just not outlining the this one, so it can just look something. It can look less droopy. I like that my droopy one is probably my neatest one so far. There. Okay. Away you go, Marshall. I'm glad I switched to pen. This is good too, because the white I found really picked up the green pen that I used for my outlines, which is another reason why I think getting a projector would be nice. Can I just do this? Oh, instead of doing icing. Anyway, it really picked up a lot of the color, so if I was projecting my images onto the cookie, I could trace them that way, and I wouldn't end up having to take the time to use the pen, but also then I wouldn't have to take the time to clean up the pen later. So that would be marvelous. Oh, that's one really great thing about streaming is I can look up and kind of get like a little bird's eye view. It helps me see things better. And then this bled a little bit because red is so nasty for that. So I'm just gonna tidy this in right here too. There we go. Okay. Oh, you need a mouth. I'm always like, done. Just kidding. Oh, I'm gonna be finished. This is so exciting. Cool. And then tomorrow, I just have to do some icing prep. And I need to bake my cookies, but that doesn't take very long. This needs to clean up. I cracked this yesterday. It's very sad. And so I'm just gonna fill it in, and then usually I just take the wedge And just blend it. Just like that. Okay. Do you have any plans for your weekend, Kat? Your mouth is gonna come down. Why am I doing that not right? It's got a weird, like, swivel to it. I'd like to try and do my local farmer's market tomorrow. I'm out of jam. And I slightly live off of PB&J sometimes. My hand is itchy and I don't know why. That's such a weird place to be itchy, is right here. This one drooped a little bit too. That's funny. Anyway, I love PB&J, but I thought if I'm gonna get jam, I should support local jam. Also, homemade jam is incredible, and my mom used to make jam all the time, and I've run out of homemade jam. So what I really should do is learn how to make jam, which I kind of did. Oh, right. I have a pen. Well, I've started doing icing, so for uniformity's sake, I'll just keep going. And I thought I should just buy local jam instead. Raspberry is my favorite jam. I'm a fan of the raspberry. Orange marmalade. Oh, you know, I don't know if I've ever actually tried marmalade before. Are you like Paddington Bear? I just noticed there's some green on the sides here, and I'm just gonna put some white icing on it to clean it up. I'm just gonna fill this whole thing in so then the sides match. It looks funny as long as it match, right? Sandwiches under my hat all the time. I love it. I did some Paddington Bear cookies last year at some point. Man, that's when I was just learning how, and I remember I did only a dozen of them, and I remember thinking about how much work it was. It's pretty cool to look back and see how, like, a person's grown, hey? That's why I don't delete things off of my Instagram for cookies, because then I can scroll and see, like, how I've improved. That's what I like to do, too, when I see other artists. I like to see how they've grown over time. It's pretty cool to see style changes and stuff. Oh, this one looks good. See, I don't know any of the classic stories. I've done Paddington cookies, and I've done Pooh Bear, and I've done Peter Rabbit. But I haven't actually read the classics of any of these characters. So this isn't bleeding. The icing is just kind of thin and runny. Because the white was over top of the black. So it makes it look like it bled, but it's not. It's just kind of like see-through there. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do the smile right. I only have 2 left. Haha! I did it. Okay, you, Sir Dog, are done. Away you go. Last cookie! Ooh, it's the last cookie. I'm really excited about this. I've been working really hard on this one, so I'm like, oh my goodness, it's over. Alright. There we go. This one really bled. Wow. The green. You can see so much of it coming through. It's funny how the black looks kind of green, too. I wonder if anyone looks at these and goes, why is there marker on my cookie? Is this safe for me to eat? Yes. It's just food dye. You're good. Okay, and then that I will do with vanilla. And
I realized I've got like 20
Okay.
packs in the process of working
Down.
on, but I haven't
Over.
yet.
do it right, do it right, do it right, do it right.
Yeah.
Yay! Oh, I made that too long. Was it made in a kosher kitchen? I feel like you made a really good joke, and I don't get it, like a nincompoop.
No,
What did I say? Oh, man, I love a good joke, and I totally missed it, Gru. It was not. What does kosher even mean? Is it like no pork, no...
oh my goodness.
I should Google that. Because I might get that kind of a request. I don't know. I've never, in all of my years of food, I haven't yet gotten any requests for kosher. But I have kosher salt. Because I was out of the world. No, we got them because of edamame. Because you gotta have the big salt bits on edamame. Because we found you could buy edamame frozen at the store, and it tasted exactly like the stuff you got in like sushi restaurants, but it's like a quarter of the price. So much cheaper.
There's a lot.
A fair amount of money and have a second kitchen. Not likely a kosher kitchen. Oh, you couldn't even clean it. Is it like it can't have anything in there ever? That would be... Yeah, you would need like a new kitchen for that. Okay, so it doesn't look like we have a ton for raid. We could go see Wild Gen with the 4 of us. Ah, it's okay. It's okay. We'll just be good. Thanks for hanging out with me on Friday and finishing up those cookies with me. It was lovely chatting with you, Gru and Kat and Dino Boy. Thank you for the resub, Mr. Dave Beard. And yeah, all of the emotes that you got there, Choco Triceratops at the beginning. So thanks so much for hanging out, my friends. I hope you have a lovely weekend. Yeah, you too. Enjoy your Diablo. I hope the grinding isn't too awful. And I will see you next week. Ciao for now.